Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we are going to be picking up where we left off in Dark Souls 3, The Ring City. This is the final DLC of Dark Souls 3, and we are nearing the end of our journey, our practice for Elden Ring, our prep for the DLC that is coming out here soon. I assume we're gonna pick up at Philinore's Rest. We are looking forward to Slave Knight Gael, the final boss of this DLC. Last time we took out Dark Eater Midir, and I really don't really know exactly what to expect. Alright, so maybe it's not this direction. Could be wrong. This way. This is where we're going. Had to do a quick sound test just on my phone to see how things are sounding. Sometimes I notice way too late.
Our ducks.
On the road again. Off to get more souls. Off to whoop more ass. What level am I at? 114. Cutscene. Well,
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul.
I didn't know a dark soul was a real thing.
For my lady's painting.
Nah. This is gonna be an epic battle, though, I'm sure. I'm ready. Just learning his pattern here. Okay. That's new. Alright. I'm learning. Okay, that's the fight. Alright, that's the little deal I have to remember. That two-piece. I'm just going for one hit openings. Got a little greedy there. Yeah, I figured he was gonna do something crazy like that. Alright, there's the first round. A good little learning opportunity for me to kind of sink my teeth into that fight. It's a good one. I already like the pattern. I feel like it's a pattern that I'm able to kind of understand. It's not something where I feel confused when I die. I feel like some patterns, on the other hand, with Dark Souls bosses can be a little confusing. And you have to die a lot to see the openings, whereas this seems kind of like Lorien in a way, mechanic-wise. I don't know if anyone else would make that comparison, but it legitimately kind of seems like the same fight in a way. Like the slashes, the overhead slash. I might need to level up a little bit, but I don't know. I typically can just figure things out anyways. I dodged too early right there. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. This is my first time ever fighting this boss. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm savoring the last bit of Dark Souls 3 that I have left. I can't believe that this is the final boss of the final DLC. And it's been a long journey. It's been super fun, and it really has all just been a building blocks and a preparation for Elden Ring. I know that highly anticipated DLC comes out soon, so as far as that's concerned, I'm just trying to train up to be able to beat Elden Ring and in time for the DLC. It's nice to be part of things while they're kind of relevant, if that makes sense. Whereas a lot of the time, I kind of put things off until people aren't talking about it anymore. Well, get a little distance. Miss. So that's a little cutscene for you. A little bit of a cutscene action for you. And a little bit of ASMR too. Little preemptive victory sip.
Is this the blood?
Got this man spitting up blood. Is this the first
The
time in a
blood
while?
of the
Or?
dark soul.
Well, now he's looking different. I don't remember that kind of fire coming off of you. Let's see it, buddy. Test your might, as Mortal Kombat dubs it. Is that a damn crossbow on his hip? Okay. Yeah, screw your crossbow. delayed. Okay. Sip on that little drink. Happen to be under the swing. Very, very fortunate right there, fellas. I think I dodged early in that situation. Ooh, dodged too early right there too. Oh yeah, dude, this is I got this in the bag. This is gonna take nowhere near as long as Sister Frida or Dark Eater Madir or Nameless King or even Sola Cinder, man. This is gonna be a quick one. I'm calling it now. This is not gonna be anywhere near as painful as those fights. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a second phase, but I don't know. This already is looking a little sweet for me, because I feel like he's super telegraphed. And you can stun him too, which is just so nice. Sometimes it's a gamble. You go for a stun in a place where you can't rely on it, but you're going for it anyways. 1, 2. Can always get one there. Sometimes he stuns off of it. I need a heal, so the next opening I just need to use for a heal. So here, I'm just gonna heal. Shouldn't have gone for that swing. I knew it. Quick heal. Damn. Heal up. Once more. Get back into the pattern. Get a swing. Heal up. Second phase. Or, I don't even know what that is. I think he just continuously, like, gets stronger, probably. Damn, that crossbow, it's just powerful. I got hurt on the rebound of that? Oh, it's the wave. I see. Ooh, wrong place. He's gonna crossbow. Yeah, that's kind of his response to healing. There's a little bit of that crossbow or this magic. I dodged into it instead of around it. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a good night. Alright. I'm gonna take this opportunity to remind you guys to take a sip of water, get a little bit of something to drink, hydrate yourselves. Heal. Okay, that's fair. I didn't dodge at all. I accidentally held A down. Misinput. Here, I need to go let Chief in real quick. Be right back. We're back. I'm ready. I think I'm finally ready for Slave Knight Gael. I remember a comment that said, "He's not ready for Slave Knight Gael." I was like, maybe not now. I will be. One more hit probably, and he's in second phase or whatever. Yep. That is crazy, chat. I was counting. I said one more hit. I was literally counting them in my head. That's crazy. What's up, Rusty? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have the great Rusty Bucket in the chat.
Blood?
We do got this. Fight me, bud. Ready for your dumbass crossbow. Where you going? You lost? Waiting for your first attack. Seems kind of senseless to act first in a situation like this. Heal up. Like I said, the crossbow is kind of his response to you healing. Ooh. too early. I should have, or actually, too late. I should have dodged a little earlier and then dodged again, and I probably would have got out of that. All good. All good. I'm sure I'm probably under-leveled for this, but it's one of those things that I don't know why people harp too much about levels. After a certain point, once you get like the base amount, like the soft cap or whatever, I feel like you're pretty much good for the rest of the game. You can get more health, but it's only like 1 or 2 more hits, so, you know, sure, it'll help you learn a little faster. But if you're not going to dodge the attack that's going to one-shot you, you're not going to dodge the attack that's going to one-shot you. I'm just being real. If you don't dodge that attack exactly how it's supposed to be dealt with, you're just not going to clear it. Yeah, after you do a good bit of damage, he does that big berserk attack. Another stun. No stamina. Damage there. The next time I get him in a long drawn out sequence like that one, I'm gonna get a heal. Get a bit of damage. We go for something else? Yeah. Expecting that. Saw that one coming. Dodged into it. See, that's the problem. Sometimes I doubt myself and dodge into the attack. Holy shit. He flung my ass. I just went flying, dude. Well, I mean, I did unintentionally murder her by shattering her little orb thing. That's horrible. My bad. Oh, dude, give any and all tips and tricks as you wish. I love to hear you guys' feedback. It helps me improve. Damn, that was my bad. Yes, cats are green. Yes, you remember. While you were away, we had an opportunity where YouTube was letting us gift a bit of a couple subs memberships, and you got selected. I think it's based somewhat off of how active you are on the channel. So if you're more active, you're more likely to get a membership, which is a pretty cool incentive for you guys to stick around. So now you can drop the amazing chiefs in chat, as well as the many other exclusive emojis. You also have access to the community Minecraft server if you do so desire. Just message me in the Discord about that if you're interested. Yeah, there's many awesome perks that me and Dad are continuously working on for our members, just to show our appreciation to those of you who really want to show out and, you know, show your support. I just think it's awesome that we're able to gift you guys memberships though as well. Thank you guys as always for your continual support. It helps me and Dad grow as people, as creators, and just kind of, it really just helps motivate us. like 1 or 2 hits off of that second phase. Yep, 1 or 2. Yeah, I'm pretty damn good at keeping track of that. Yeah, I love Gael as well. Such a cool boss.
Is this the blood?
I remember a commenter under the name of T7T, I think. It's like, he's not ready for Slave Knight Gael. I think it was under the Lorien and Lothric video. I said this earlier, I was just thinking about that. I was like, you know, maybe not now, but I will be. And when I am, it's gonna be fucking awesome. And it is. So much better than Midir. Just a better fight. I had so much trouble with Midir, and then the stream actually like crashed. Luckily, it was right after I beat him. I would have been upset if it would have like lost the moment. You know what I mean? Like where I beat the boss, but it literally cuts off like right after I beat Midir, and I'm like celebrating, and I'm like talking to chat, and then it just like cuts off right after a couple sentences. Which is, it's funny because it's the context of when it cuts off, if you watch it. But like at the same time, I'm still so happy that was not at the wrong time, where I was, you know, in the middle of the boss fight still, and, you know, lose that moment because I've captured everything up until this point live on camera. And it's just been an amazing journey so far, and I've just been so humble and happy to be in this position to share this time with you guys and to be a part of your daily routine. It really is something that I always really wished and dreamed for as a kid, and now that I'm older, the fact that I'm really able to achieve that because of you guys, it makes me so happy. And it makes Dad very happy too, because people can finally join in on his accomplishments and really help celebrate all of the things that he's able to do. And I'm glad because, you know, as a kid, he had his perks for being, you know, a gamer dad. Like, he always was the cool dad when my friends came over. I don't know. I think, though right now he's in a period where he's very, like, still trying to get his, he's still trying to kind of, like, prove himself in a way, I think, on YouTube, where I feel like he really, like, puts his heart on his sleeve, like he says, and is very passionate about what he talks about. And I'm just glad that you guys are there for him, and you're able to talk to him about sometimes those deeper subjects, because sometimes life isn't that simple, you know. I just need to get a heal off. What is he doing? I shouldn't have been close. I should have learned my lesson from past fights. Wow. Why did I think I could be so close? Missed that shit. It's alright. Not too bad, chat. Not too bad. What an epic battle indeed. Just gonna breathe, focus. Shout out to Cats Are Green, now a part of our significant contribution tier. And you too can be a part of our membership if you just stick around, like, subscribe, interact, comment, you know, share it with your friends, stuff like that. I think it's mainly commenting and liking is what increases your eligibility for memberships. I could be wrong. Someone could fact check me on that, but that's what it seems like. The people who get picked for memberships seem to be people who are quite active on the channel and people that I see in lives from time to time. So, just throwing that. And ultimately, I'm just still so thankful to have such an awesome community of people to help guide others, guide me, talk about, enjoy, and just celebrate games, because, you know, they really are works of art, and I think sometimes people forget that. Like, all the time and like love that goes into a project is sometimes gone unseen by certain people, or unappreciated. Like, sometimes people can't appreciate a game like this because it's too hard and they can't play it. Like, it's cool because someone like my mom can enjoy the amazing orchestral soundtrack and the gameplay and watch me play, but she could never play this. You know what I mean? She's just not, like, she's not at that point. And that's okay. You know, not everyone is gonna be at that. Dodged too early. Mental note: dodged too early. Dodged too early. Yeah, good night, Rusty. Take care, man. I'm so sorry about that. Excuse me. See that? Dodged too late. Too early. Just right. Damn, that was like one hit off of entering the cutscene. I tried to get my dad to play Dark Souls 1 a year or two ago, and he didn't have the reaction time for it. It says Cats Are Green. He thought the boss designs were cool though. See, and that's awesome. At least he was able to appreciate it in some aspect. Like, I like that YouTube gives people the opportunity to sometimes experience things that they wouldn't be able to otherwise, because, or it maybe inspires them to train up to be able to get to that point, and not everyone can. Sometimes, like you said, people don't have that reaction time. Shit. But yeah, now you can drop some lovely chiefs in chat if you want cats, which is cool. Or we actually do have a cat, the wonderful Smokey. Is actually a suggestion of another member, Matthew. He thought up that he's like talking about if we had any other animals, and we're like, yeah. And that day, I went and took some pictures of our cat Smokey, and then got them resized the proper sizing for emojis here on YouTube, and added those. And it seems like the more members we have, the more emojis we get, and then as well as the more like member badges, which is cool. And we're getting more and more features for our membership, like as we get more members, which is cool. Like now there's now on our channel there should be a spot where it shows off 5 random members whenever you click on the channel, which is cool. There we go. Dodging around a Dark Souls boss's attacks is like being in the eye of a tornado. My bad. Dodged into him. Complete misinput. Heal up. Backing up. Ooh, that almost killed me. Oh, so he adds on to that, eh? Makes sense. Back to full. I knew something was happening with him. Good attack. Second guess myself for a second there. Invisible? Holy shit. Last Estus. Do I have an ember? Could I have found an ember at some point? Last ditch ember. Bad call on me, my part. Yeah, I couldn't do it twice. I literally did use that ember mid-fight. I almost had it. I almost had it. If I would not have gone back into my inventory, I would have probably been able to do something. What's up, Skippy? Yeah, I have a feeling, too, that you're pretty close to the end here. I definitely feel like Gael's days are numbered. Still don't know if there's a second phase, though. Like I don't know if it's gonna be a second phase or just like he gets more and more difficult as the first phase goes on, but you know, I'll figure it out. Come on, bud. There you go. Do an attack now. Glad to have you, Skippy. Ooh, shit. Sometimes, just like I said before in the Midir video, sometimes you sacrifice a heal, or sacrifice a damage phase for a heal. So like an opportunity you would have been able to get a hit in or two, you use that to heal instead. I think I've realized something, chat. Since I'm not doing a heavy dex build, whatever ring I'm running that makes it so I regain health, I don't even think this is that useful anymore. Pontiff's left eye, I think that's like more an early game. I feel like that's a more early game item. Let's try... Let's try something... Let me try the Ring of Favor in that spot. Because I feel like at least I get a little bit more stamina. What do you guys think? Was that a good decision? Because I feel like that Pontiff's ring has kind of, you know, outlived its usefulness. And I just didn't find something to change it with. Not bad. Shit balls. That burp totally distracted me for a second. One more. Bad heal. There it is. Sippy sippy. See what Chad says. Everything's the same. Everything's good. Katz was approving of my ring choice. I also realize you guys aren't trying to distract me, which is, I appreciate it a lot. It always disrupts a heal. And that was just bad luck. Bad timing. At least I can point out when I make a mistake, because it's a lot easier. If there's anything I learned in life, it is a lot harder to cover up for your mistakes instead of just admitting when you were wrong. Bad show. Midir was epic, man, and it's fun. It's funny the way it cut off. I'm just, like I said earlier, I'm so glad that it's like the stream crashed, and it crashed right after I beat Midir, right after I like celebrated, and I was like, "Let's fucking go, Chad," and "Let's fucking go," and then it just cuts out, and it's like it was good timing. It could have been mid-sentence or something, so I am kind of glad that it was like the timing was that way. But at the same time, I mean, man, if that would have been in the middle of the boss fight and we would have lost that moment, I would have been a little bit upset. Midir was epic, but I feel like this is the type of thing that I come to Dark Souls for. I get very frustrated with the dragon bosses in Dark Souls because of how much space they take up on the screen. I feel like I can't move around and kind of navigate around the dragons because I'm always like taking up so much space, right? Or they're always taking up so much space. So I feel like with a boss like this, I'm able to actually like follow his pattern, watch his arms, his movement, you know, and I'm able to dictate where he goes. Whereas it's a lot harder to watch a bigger target, which is why Midir is a difficult fight. It's also camera control. Just like Nameless King, Midir is all about camera control. And I disagree with the people who say you should do no target lock at all. Because it's so much harder to, the spatial awareness, at least for me personally, and the distancing is so much more difficult to hit Midir, like you just need to disengage the camera yourself. Instead of relying on the game to manually disengage the camera, you need to just engage and disengage, or the target lock, I mean. You need to manually engage and disengage the target lock yourself when necessary. Oh, he was very close to that attack. Sometimes I get caught when dodging under him for that attack, but it works most of the time. See? Like that. Bad heal. Shit. My bad. The bard is at peace. Finally the weekend hath arrived, and so glad finally have time to join the late streams. Kat says, for real, fighting larger enemies is harder in Dark Souls because the camera is actively fighting against you. I'm just so glad that other people realize that, because I thought I was going insane. Does the target lock switch when you swipe R3 or L3 to the left or right when multiple enemies are around? Yeah. Or it's like whichever one. It's right stick. I think you can change the target. There's a setting too that impacts it. Toggle auto target. Toggle auto lock on, and then there's also auto target, which I don't really know the difference between all those settings or what they do, but yeah, I mean, like Skippy said, it was definitely a pain to fight Midir, but it was the same kind of pain that Nameless King provides, and I think that people kind of undersell how hard Midir is compared to Nameless King. Like, they're up there. I struggled more with Midir than I did, Soulless Cinder, I feel like, than I did with even Sister Frida. Even though Sister Frida took a little bit longer, I had longer periods of break in that fight, and I feel like I really was able to like show quick improvement, whereas Midir was like bashing my head into a concrete wall for 2.5, 3 hours straight. Like, but I finally did it after I went and I took a quick break. I took a bathroom break, got some water. Just took a second to just breathe, you know what I mean? I had to gather myself. And literally the whole time while I'm doing all of those things, I'm just thinking. My brain's just going the whole time. I'm like, well, what could I do in this situation if he does this attack? Like, and that's the thing is, if I'm playing Dark Souls before bed, I'm thinking about it while I'm sleeping. It's weird. Like, I'm thinking about it while sleeping, and then when I wake up, I'm going to be so much better. If you look at Nameless King, for example, it was a 2-part stream because it was kind of late at night, and I ended up doing the first phase, the whole first stream, and then the second stream having no problem with the first phase, and just spending the whole time practicing the second phase. And it was just so... It was so nice because the night before I was like, I'm just going to go to bed because I feel like I'm kind of hitting that wall. I'm not really getting any productivity anymore. I'm not really improving. So I'm just going to move forward. So I just went to bed, went with the flow, and the next morning I pretty much like evening, a little bit after I woke up, I immediately streamed it, and it just worked out perfectly. I had the support of you guys, and it was great. One of my favorite moments. I got so loud. I love when like I can't keep myself from screaming in excitement after a win. Like that's how you know it was satisfying, when I'm like, screaming, not caring whoever can hear me. If my neighbors think I'm I'm crazy or something, like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I'll go out there and I'll be like, can you beat Nameless King? Joe the firefighter? Can you beat Nameless King? He's like, what are you talking about? That's not my neighbor's name, but he is a firefighter. He's a cool guy sometimes. I actually don't know my neighbor's name. I don't know I know their kids' names. Like, I don't know his wife or his name, though. It was just kind of funny. It shows how little I've gotten to know them. It's weird. I was actually talking to my grandma today about like the concept of how like neighbors have changed. Like, neighbors used to be people that you could kind of rely on to a different degree. Like, but now I don't know. You can't really trust your neighbor the same way. I guess times have changed and the circumstances have changed as well. See, I keep getting hit by that, but there's a good... I need to just dodge forward, I think, instead of dodging to the right. But I think, you know, in general, people are also more protective of their kids now and stuff, because... But which is for good reason. I feel like you can't necessarily just trust your neighbor implicitly without getting to know them as a person. Like, it's one thing if your neighbor's someone who's lived next to you for 20 years, or you know, say your grandma, she knows her, like say it's your grandma and another little, you know, little old lady grandma, like that's fine. Like you could probably trust your kids with her, but like at the same time, like I think people are getting to that point where they're finally kind of realizing that you can't just trust people implicitly. As much as, you know, I'd love to believe that the world is filled with amazing people, I know that there's with just as many amazing people and great people, there are horrible, despicable people. You know what I mean? Like, I think that people are just finally wisening up. What's up, dog? Bad heal. I realize now that sometimes when I dodge and it doesn't work, it's because we're on like hilly ground or like uneven terrain kinda. Drink a little bit of juice. Have a little sip of my Capri Sun, hashtag not sponsored. Not like there's enough juice in the damn pouch anyway. I wouldn't get sponsored. Make bigger pouches. Seems kind of wasteful. I don't think I've ever popped off harder than when I killed Melania. That took forever. Cats are green said. Yeah, man. I can't wait to play Elden Ring. That's the thing, is when I beat this, I get to play Elden Ring. That's my next project. And you guys can totally look forward to that. But, you know, after I beat Gael, it's on to Elden Ring. You know, and that's such an awesome thing to be able to know that I beat this game in its entirety, and it's just so satisfying to finally be able to say that, because my first playthrough I felt like it was kind of tainted because I didn't fight Nameless King, I didn't, you know, do the DLC, and I didn't want to just, you know, for the channel, I didn't really want to just pick up on my personal playthrough, so then I felt like I had to make things right by playing through the whole game again. And, you know, to be able to have that catalog, however many hours it is, you know, it's just awesome that you guys were all here with me through the whole thing, to be able to watch as I improved, to be able to watch as, like, you know, I got frustrated at some things, I got super excited at others. Like, you know, some of my most extreme reactions, both good and bad, have happened while playing Dark Souls 3, so I think there's something to be said for that. One more hit. Wait, one more. I was lying. It was like 2 or 3. Let me get my stamina back up. Exile Greatsword is my best friend. I didn't dodge. That was on me. Well. Miss. Got greedy. Knew he was gonna do that. Damn. Can dodge through that. Good to know. Even if I die now, I learned something. Just gonna go for one. Little sip. Little sippy sip. Just gonna take that second to regroup. Fantastic game design. I was dumb. I should not have swung. I did that on accident. I think I can definitely avoid that attack now. I know what to expect. That's the second time I've seen it. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm optimistic. Cats Are Green says, I have to go for now. I will check back in later if you're still streaming. Good luck with Gael. Take care, Cats Are Green. Glad to see people like you consistently showing up. You know, making the Vid-Bits a part of your daily schedule. Your daily routine, per se. But yeah, take care, man. Little swipe action in there. Made a mistake or two in the process. We need to move more this way, buddy. Thank you. Bad deal, but lucky outcome. Gonna heal during the stun. Bad move, Brayden. Bad move. Don't do that. Don't heal during the stun. There's a reason I don't do that. There's a reason you don't catch me doing that shit. Chiefs in chat for good luck, says Skippy. Absolutely, Skippy. Man, legitimately, that donation that you had sent the other night, I was looking at it, because chat had kind of died off because it was a little bit later. And it hadn't scrolled up. And I was looking at it on my computer, and I literally just kept looking at your message, where you said, good night, chat, good luck, Bray. And I just kept looking at it. I was like, this one's for you, Skippy. And I literally dedicated the whole thing to you, man, because like you gave me the motivation to keep going. Because part of me thought maybe I'll just do this in 2 parts, whereas I was like, no. I realized at a certain point that I was gonna beat it, and I had to beat it now. And you know, it all came full circle, and I was able to finally, you know, overcome the odds and take out Dark Eater Madir. But man, it was just so motivating to have you in chat last night, and everybody else who tuned in. It was a rough battle. It was one of the first times that I actually questioned if I was going to be able to beat the boss, but before I had to go to bed or like felt fatigued or, you know, whatever, because I still try to maintain a consistent schedule, even though it may seem like we're streaming all the time. I have a lot of other stuff going on in my life as well. But my personal conquest, as Dad calls it, has definitely been Dark Souls 3, because, like I said, I felt like I needed to get into Souls fighting trim to be able to play Elden Ring and subsequently the DLC. Even though people say it's easier, I think it's more so the mentality, the mindset when going into it, like the patience that it takes to do something like that, you know? I appreciate it, Skippy. I do got this one. I know. You've just you being here is enough motivation to be able to help me get through it. Alright. There's one. Bad show. Shit. There it is. Okay. Get ready for the crossbow. I always think I can get a hit there. I'll learn. Regroup, refill. Why did I hit there? Why did I swing? So in that third phase, I'm learning. I just need to dodge more, attack less. That's a good, as good as I need to get. I feel like better Estus management. Don't forget it. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but orange juice heals 50% of your health when fighting Slave Knight Gael. That's for real and for true. Shitballs. Did you guys see that? He got caught. He just slipped right off. That is goofy as hell. Caught him mid-animation and all. Too early. Come at me, Joe. dodged into it like a dummy. Oh, it's the first time I've actually been hit by the lightning. I didn't know it did that much damage. Kicked him. Just for good measure, chat. Believe in yourself, guys. Is that it? Is that it? Yes! Whoa! Fuck yeah! Wow. That was a fantastic boss fight. I can't say plenty. I cannot say enough about Gael. Gael is one of the best boss fights I think I've ever fought. Way better than Midir. Midir was satisfying because he was frustrating, and this was satisfying because I really feel like I learned over the just about an hour and a half fighting him. Fantastic. Such a fantastic boss. I'm just, once again, so hyped. Aw, shout out to Skippy the Bard for the generous donation, dedicated to Pops, the King of the North, and Bray, the King of the Souls. You guys are legends. Shout out to Skippy the Bard, man. Just showing out, you know, each and every time he comes around, just being there, rallying the troops, getting us hyped, getting us into it. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's our regulars who we remember, and like on our way up, on our way to the top, on our way to the top of the mountain, as me and Dad always say, and you know, oh yeah, Macho Man style. Like, I feel like on your way up, you really just remember those who took the time to click on your video and really give you a shot, because you know, me and Dad felt like for a while nobody really gave us a shot, and then people in droves started really kind of caring about the Vid-Bits, caring about who me and Dad were as gamers, seeing our accomplishments, watching us grow, and to watch us, like, you know, start our journey and end in such close times. Like, you know, I started my Dark Souls not too long ago, and like the fact that Dad had his Pac-Man stuff had him reach the you know #1 global position in Pac-Man. Like, that's just so that's so awesome that those wrapped up around the same time. Once again, though, shout out to Skippy the Bard of the completely unnecessary tier, man. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, both with how the run went with you know, the show out today in the stream, as well as Skippy's just generous donation. We really pride ourselves on trying to be wholesome, trying to be real. And when, you know, I don't ham it up, or I'm not being extra when I tell you how much your donations and your significant contributions mean. Like, the fact that you you're a member of our membership. The fact that you donate from time to time in stream, like it really does. It means a lot. It means that you really, if anything, it shows your dedication in the channel, like the fact that you believe in us. And I'm so glad that so many people believe in us, and we're in the position to use our platform to spread positivity, to spread a message of love, to show you guys that you guys too can do anything that you set your mind to, anything that's your passion, you really can accomplish. I mean, shit. I beat all of Dark Souls 3, which some people would say is a very difficult feat. And I was ultimately able to take out every boss on the roster, and it was just so fun. I had such a great time doing it. From Nameless King to Sister Frida to Slave Knight Gael, they were all just so satisfying in their own right. I look forward to starting Elden Ring here soon. Check out Game a Day May, which will be premiering a little bit later. Once again, I'm just so satisfied with the way that this series turned out, with the support throughout this time. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, it's been Bray from the Vid-Bits. I'm just so happy to be in this position to share this time with you in your routine. Take care, guys. Tune into Game a Day May a bit later. Peace.